Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you that have joined today's webinar titled "The Metaverse Requires New Business Models. Learn why and how to create them." And I want to today obviously focus on what I consider to be one of great importance, and that's the metaverse, also known as virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, extended reality, all kind of coming under that umbrella term of the metaverse, which in itself is controversial. But let's start with a quick definition of the metaverse. And I'm going to define it as a virtual, and by virtual I mean not physically existing, but made to kind of appear so through software. So a virtual and 3D, that's another really important component in the definition of the metaverse. We're moving from a 2D world, two-dimension, to a 3D, three-dimension world. So a virtual, three-dimensional, immersive environment, meaning you enter the environment, you're a part of the environment, where you can explore virtual worlds, you can meet and communicate with others, you can attend dedicated meetings and different events, conferences, conventions, musical events. You can be creative, you can learn, you can have fun. So forecast for the metaverse is very strong. You can believe any of it, all of it, none of it. That's your own choice. But this is the latest forecast that I'm able to pick up on. So 70% of all global brands will be present in the metaverse by 2027. And we're seeing that already with dozens of brands in the metaverse, and each day of each week we get more and more coming in. So this is just a trend that is not going to stop, and I humbly submit it's accurate. 25% of all consumers will spend 1 hour a day in the metaverse by 2026. That's in 3.5 years. And the Gen Zers that I spoke about earlier will spend about 50% of their time in the metaverse by 2030. Thus the reason I talked about the importance of the Gen Z. To date, users have spent, or at least to date as of last year, December, users spent $110 billion buying digital goods in the metaverse last year, and to date we've far exceeded that figure. I don't have the final figure, but we're way beyond the $110 billion. And venture capitalists who have identified the metaverse as potentially the next big thing in the valley, in Silicon Valley, or the next big thing as the internet redefines itself, have already poured in more than $10 billion into the metaverse this year alone, and that's excluding the $10 billion that Mark Zuckerberg put in during this year for Meta. Maybe we'll cut it back to $5 billion, but that's still a huge investment to make in 2023. What Microsoft and many others have done, it's a booming market that both venture capitalists, people that buy things, companies that make things are believing in, and we're really seeing this incredible growth.